Black Friday, one of the biggest shopping events of the year in the West and beyond, usually sees customers queuing eagerly outside shops for them to open, while retailers offer huge discounts and promotions. This year, as the cost of living soars, consumers might be under extra pressure to hit the shops and make savings, but many still remain cautious.
Just want to ask you if the rising costs of inflation and the cost of living is having an impact or will influence your Black Friday sales purchases.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it definitely makes you hold on to your money a little bit more, and all the more reason just to hold on to it and be a bit more cautious with what you're buying nowadays, especially coming up to Christmas and the extra cost you have to spend. So, yeah.
Twice about what you're going to buy and what you're buying for people for Christmas, and look at the price and the discount before you actually purchase it.
You make a better decision.
Yeah.
Is it going to be used?
Totally. We're all not buying as much as we normally would. Even if it's for ourselves, it's actually, do we actually want it and need it before, even though it's in the sale?
I think it's important also to keep your life going, but still maybe save on some things that are not your unnecessarities that you're not really need right now. And then hopefully the inflation will stop rising and we can all return to a bit more normal life. But
it is a big sales day, it does make a difference, and in these difficult economic times, there's no doubt that it's probably taken on even greater significance for the retailers who rely on it in the past to generate sales and cash into their business.
From Europe to Africa, countries are struggling to tackle the cost of living crisis. In Britain, for instance, inflation rose by 11.1% in the 12 months to October, hitting a fresh 41-year high. As the consumer confidence remains low, the retailers face huge challenges to lure the shoppers to open their wallets.
I would say at the moment, the challenge facing retailers is probably even tougher than they faced during a pandemic. And the reason I say it's a bigger challenge is because consumer confidence and the cost of living crisis is so dominant in people's minds. We've seen retail sales drop in October and September, and that will put pressure on Black Friday being as successful as previous years. The problem of weak consumer demand is a real threat to high streets up and down the country.
We already started the promotions at the end of October, in the beginning of November, because we see that we need longer period of sales.
Black Friday again, the whole week is a little bit very low. As you may realize, the flow is not as much as it was last year. I can tag this to the bad economic times.
I can attribute it to the time that we have been tightened or constrained. I find myself now more concentrating on buying what I can afford, especially for my kids, and maybe the little thing that I could use to do luxury things. I'm trying even to save it, that last coin.